Hey everyone, I'm Paul Walker from the GH Spoilers YouTube channel. It is a rainy, gloomy Tuesday here in New York. But honestly, the drama heating up in Port Charles is keeping me wide awake. We have got massive General Hospital spoilers for the next 2 weeks, May 18 to May 29, and let me tell you, things are getting completely unhinged. Welcome back to the channel. Let's dive right in. So let's just start with the absolute mess happening at the Metro Court Gardens because I am still trying to process what I just watched. Curtis Ashford has completely lost his mind, like entirely. We all saw him spot Isaiah Gannon sitting at a table with Portia Robinson having lunch, and Portia's pregnant, and Isaiah had his hand on her tummy, probably just feeling the baby kick. But Curtis goes full territorial caveman. He literally shouts across the entire room, "Take your hands off my child," and then he just completely assaults Isaiah. Knocks him right off his feet. And now Isaiah is down on the floor twisting in pain, and Portia is down there frantically screaming at Curtis, asking what the hell is wrong with him. And honestly, what is wrong with him? I mean, maybe I'm being too harsh, but you don't just attack a world-class surgeon in the middle of a restaurant. And this is where things get really crazy. For the week of May 18 to 22, we know Jonathan Bennett is making his debut as Detective Joe Fitzpatrick, and the spoilers say he is going to kick off his run with a stunning arrest. You guys, it has to be Curtis. Who else would it be? Curtis just committed a very public assault with a dozen witnesses. But the real tragedy here is Isaiah. The spoilers tease that Isaiah is going to have an arm or wrist injury in the aftermath of this tumble. An arm injury, for a surgeon, that is surely going to ruin the big surgery that he was looking forward to performing on that little boy he wanted to help so badly. Curtis literally just ruined a child's chance at a life-saving surgery because he couldn't control his jealousy over a fetus. It's just so toxic. But let's talk more about this new detective, Joe Fitzpatrick, because I don't trust him. Not even a little bit. He might seem like a by-the-book cop at first, coming in and making arrests, but the spoilers are heavily hinting that Joe keeps secrets. Could it ultimately be revealed that Joe is one of Jen Sidwell's police informants? Think about it. Sidwell has his tentacles everywhere. He already has Jordan Ashford running a super dangerous, self-assigned undercover mission as his right-hand woman, much to ADA Justine Turner's dismay. If Joe is part of Sidwell and Ross Cullum's twisted web, that is going to be a massive problem for Dante Falconeri. And speaking of Dante, he is already in full panic mode. Dante knows that Rocco shot Ross Cullum on the pier. Elizabeth Baldwin basically handed him the evidence when she looked at Rocco's slide burn on his hand. Dante confronted Spencer about it, and she admitted that Nathan West, who we all know is actually the psycho, Cassius, helped her cover it up. Dante destroyed evidence to protect his son. He is protecting Rocco's shooter secret. If Joe Fitzpatrick starts looking deeper into the situation, and he is actually working for Cullum, Dante's going to lose everything. His badge, his freedom, maybe even his son. It is a ticking time bomb. Which brings me to Britt Westbourne. Honestly, you guys, my heart just breaks for Britt right now. She is so tired. I'm tired just watching her. A few episodes ago, she was sitting in her room over Bobby's talking to Lucas Jones, and she literally said she thinks it would be best for everyone if she just disappeared. She wants to give up and let her Huntington's disease progress and kill her. It's just so dark. But Lucas is begging her to stay because he needs her help against Cullum and Sidwell. But now, the spoilers for the week of May 25 to 29 say Britt is going to gain a new source of concern. She is going to be put under massive pressure to protect both Danny and Rocco. Wait, Danny. Yes, Danny. There is a wild rumor that Ross Cullum suspects Danny of shooting him. We all know Jason gave a false confession to protect Rocco, and Britt verified Jason's lie. But Jason is currently stuck in WSB custody. If Cullum starts pointing fingers at Danny, Britt is going to have to take some massive risks to protect Jason's son while also keeping Rocco out of prison. And to make matters worse, Danny and Charlotte Cassian might get busted over their Windermere break-in. Those kids are completely out of control. Charlotte was just at Carly's house, getting a strict warning about breaking rules. And now she is breaking into a castle. Typical Cassadine behavior, honestly. And speaking of Windermere, let's talk about Jocelyn Jacks. She is still locked in the catacombs, specifically in Anna's old room. Cassius is keeping her hostage, telling her she isn't going anywhere. And Jocelyn is just stubbornly saying, "We'll see." She thinks she can push her way past him, which is honestly a terrible idea. But the spoilers say Jocelyn is going to uncover a clue in captivity that lets her note, Anna Devenas, was once held in that exact same space designed for hostages. I love this little nod to the show's history. It makes the current storyline feel so much more connected to the legacy plots. Jocelyn might try another tactic with Cassius, maybe trying to manipulate him to let his guard down. I just hope she doesn't get herself hurt. But you know who else is dealing with Cassius Lulu? And this is where I just want to scream at my television. Lulu has a bold move coming up. The spoilers say that Nathan is going to deliver a plea to Lulu, asking if they can try again. And if Lulu grows suspicious of him, she might actually decide to reunite with him just to keep him close. What is she thinking? I get the whole keep your enemies closer strategy. But this guy is a dangerous fanatic who kidnapped Jocelyn. Dante is already furious with Lulu for hiding the Rocco secret with Cassius. Dante finds out Lulu is playing house with him again. He is going to lose his mind. Okay, let's pivot to the absolute circus happening at Carly's house. So, Nina Reeves accidentally stabbed Jack Brennan with a syringe full of Drew Kane's paralytic medicine. Brennan dropped like a rock. Valentine Cassadine was there running the math, realizing he has a sedated WSB agent on his hands. Now, Valentine is going to make a pitch to Carly that she may not approve of. And let's be real, he wants to hide Brennan in her attic. Carly's attic is basically turning into a bed and breakfast for international fugitives at this point. Carly and Valentine are gearing up for another round of bickering, which is always entertaining. Stakes are so high. Ross Cullum has already tracked Carly down, and she stonewalled him at the front door, wishing she could clobber him with a serving tray. But Cullum isn't going to just walk away. He is Jack's new boss, and he's going to notice Jack is missing. And the wildest part of this whole Brennan mess, Drew Kane heard the entire thing from his bedroom. His medicine is wearing off because Nina missed his weekly dose. He is wiggling his fingers. He's plotting his escape. But Willow Kane is going to put a stop to it. Jen Sidwell literally summoned Willow and gave her a chilling ultimatum. He told her that her deal with Brennan is useless now, and that the moment Drew can communicate, she is done. Sidwell basically ordered Willow to keep Drew paralyzed or end up dead. So Willow races home, stops Drew from calling for help, and realizes she is the only one who can watch over him. She is probably going to dose him again. It is so messed up. But here is where the spoilers get really interesting. Nina is going to have a conversation with Willow, and Nina will get a shock. Willow is going to have some positive news to pass along. Positive news. About what? Maybe it involves Jack Brennan's continued locked-in status. If Brennan is paralyzed, he can't ruin Willow's life or expose her secrets. And remember, when Willow barged into Michael Corinthos' office recently looking for a favor, Nina might be taken aback to learn that Willow went to Michael for help. And speaking of Michael, I just can't stand him right now. He is being such a hypocrite. Michael is actively setting a cheating trap for his own wife. He wants to push Willow and Harrison Chase together so they have an affair, giving Michael the ultimate leverage in a custody battle. Michael is relying on Elaine, that private investigator who snapped photos of Chase and Willow in the park for scandalous proof. The week of May 25-29 says the closer Willow gets to Chase, the greater the chance of them crossing the line into more passionate territory. Michael is just holding out hope for cheating trap progress. It's disgusting. He cheated on Willow first, let's not forget, and poor Chase is just completely oblivious. He was running shirtless in the park, bumped into Willow, and confessed he wants to adopt baby Phoebe with Brooklyn Quartermain. He asked Willow to pull some strings for them. Willow promised to help, not realizing Michael was using this exact connection to destroy her. Meanwhile, Brooklyn is carrying around this massive guilt because she was the one who hit the guardrail during Jordan Ashford's crash, and now Isaiah is facing the heat for it. Brooklyn and Chase are attending adoption strategy sessions with Alexis Davis, trying to eliminate any family contenders for Phoebe. And that brings me to Alexis and Ava Jerome. Alexis is going to dig into the art galleries that Delilah Wilson was connected to, and Ava is going to help her. They are trying to find out more about Phoebe's background. But what they don't know is that Ethan Lovett is secretly connected to Delilah. Ethan literally burned a photo of Delilah when he learned she died, because he senses danger in their connection. He's keeping his mouth shut, but in Port Charles, secrets never stay buried for long. Ethan has been busy anyway kidnapping Ava for Sonny Corinthos, though that turned out to be a big misunderstanding about an art gift for Elizabeth Baldwin. Rick Lansing finally told Sonny the truth, and they all had a good laugh at Ava squirming in Ethan's car. So yeah, that is where we are at, you guys. A massive tangled web of lies, paralytic drugs, dirty cops, and custody traps. I am exhausted just talking about it. Let me know in the comments if you think Joe Fitzpatrick is actually working for Sidwell and if you think Britt can really save Danny and Rocco from Cullum's wrath. I'll be back tomorrow with more updates, assuming my brain doesn't melt from all this drama.